What's up, everybody? My name's John. This last week I made a trip to MEPS for the Army National Guard. I'm going to tell you a little bit about my experience and some things that you can expect when you make the trip yourself. And all in all, it wasn't that bad. We started off Wednesday morning at 10 a.m. We meet up at the armory and pretty much just hopped in the shuttle from there. I went to the MEPS station in Montgomery, Alabama, so it's about 3.5 hours from where I live. But for about the first hour and a half was spent picking up people that are nearby. And yeah, I mean, it was a long ride, but I had a book. I mean, you can obviously use your phones, whatnot, on the bus, so it's nothing to be worried about taking the trip. Also on the bus, on the shuttle, it'd be good. I mean, there's a lot of younger people that were on the shuttle. There's probably about 8 people on the van, and they were all pretty talkative. So it'd be definitely a good idea to start talking to people at this point. You know, see if maybe you have some things in common, you get along with somebody. Because once we got to the hotel, they let us pick who we wanted to room with. I don't know if that's something they do everywhere. But yeah, we got to pick who we wanted to room with at the hotel room. So yeah, try and click with somebody, you know, so you can get them as your roommate. So it's not as awkward, you know, sharing a room with just some random person, you know. Like I said, I heard a whole lot of horror stories about going to MEPS too. But all in all, I mean, it wasn't that bad. It was really nothing to even be worried about. Cause I know some people are gonna be worried like I was. I was worried, but nothing to be worried about at all. Just before you go, just pack an overnight bag. For MEPS, it'd probably be good to wear just a collared shirt, some pants. That was what they would prefer us to wear. And most of the people that went there wore collared shirt, wore pants, but there were some kids that wore just a t-shirt, wore some shorts. You know, there's one kid that was wearing sandals too, but nobody really said anything about that. You know, they didn't really stress the dress code too much at the MEP stations I went to. As soon as we got to Montgomery, Alabama, we went straight to the MEP station, and there were some people that hadn't taken the ASVAB that had to get off the had to get off the bus, go take the ASVAB there. Once we dropped those kids off, we went back to a hotel room, and there's just like a lobby area for everybody that's going to MEPS to just kind of sit there and wait. Just go sit in the room, go sit there, wait. They have a TV on. So we did that, wait for one of the representatives to show up from the hotel. We all signed in. He gave us meal tickets, let us pick who we wanted to sleep with. And that was that. Go to the room. This was probably around... We probably got there about 4 o'clock. The guy showed up around 5. And yeah, we're in the room. Dinner was from 6 to 9. They'll also give you a meal ticket for breakfast and for the dinner. Don't lose it. Keep it with you. But yeah, go back to the room, hang out for a while. It'd probably be best. I wish I had gotten, you know, when we got there, I wish I had went to the gym, because you'd probably be in a nice hotel. We were in a nice hotel too. So yeah, it probably would have been nice to go exercise as soon as you get there. You're gonna be hungry already, but the exercise is gonna help you go to bed, because our first call was at 3 a.m. So yeah, I had to be up by 3. So you definitely want to get sleep before going to bed. So get some exercise, get some food. You probably be ready to go to bed by then. Knock out around 9, and be good to go. Let's see. With the dinner too. There's a lot of young cats when I went there. I'm an older dude. I just graduated college. So at dinner, you can go whenever you want, but coincidentally, most of the guys went at the same time, so we all sat together. They were being loud, you know, joking, being kids in general. So don't be a part of that. Don't be dumb, you know, just eat. I mean, you can socialize, but, you know, Don't don't do any stupid shit. Cause we also had there was a kid that was saying he was gonna go drink, and first thing they did at MEPS was give us a breathalyzer test, and that will permanently disqualify you. So don't do that. Don't bring any weapons. Also, um, there was also a kid who brought a damn had a knife strapped to his belt, and his recruiter had to grab it from him. I guess the kid had forgot he had it or something. Yeah, don't do that either. Don't bring any weapons. Don't drink. Don't do any stupid shit. Just chill. Hang out, talk to people. Don't do any stupid shit. Not worth it, really. Let's see. So yeah, you eat dinner, go back, hang out, whatever, go sleep. Wake up at 3. Breakfast was at 4 o'clock, 4 a.m. And that is early, but I wasn't that hungry. I don't think anybody was that hungry at 4 a.m. But go ahead and get something to eat anyways. Eat as much as you can. Drink plenty of fluids, and it's just nothing. So we had breakfast. We hopped on the bus at 5. As soon as you get to MEPS, they have everybody go single file off the bus that we took there. Single file, go through a metal detector, put your bags through the metal detector. Easy. They're gonna take all your bags. They're gonna put them in a locker room area. And I heard people saying that once you put your bags in the locker room area, that you can't get to them for the rest of the day. But we were, we usually, if you have to get to your bag, just go see the guy at the front desk, and they let us go see, go in the room, get anything we needed out of our bags. But all you should need is just any documents that you brought with you and your cell phone. Bring your cell phone, put it on silent, no big deal. Because they also allowed us to use our cell phones in the common area. I mean, there's a pool table in there too. You can talk. It wasn't that bad. It's just a big waiting room, where you may or may not be in between, the medical tests. So, not that bad. Also, another bit, make sure you get that sleep. Take your ass to bed the night before, because there was a couple people that fell asleep in the waiting room, and the MEPS people came in there, and fuck with them. Came in there screaming fire, fire. Told them to tell them they're too comfy, make them sit up, make them stand up. But yeah, don't fall asleep at MEPS because they're gonna fuck with you. Any MEPS you go to, I imagine. What else do we do? First, well, we get there. You are going to, you have to go to all the different stations. So the first thing I remember us doing was we go to the waiting room, have a briefing, and then they send you to your area, what branch you're going to. All the branches are there. Navy, Air Force, Marines, everybody's there. You go see your counselors, line up, single file line. Everybody sees the counselor one by one. After you see the counselors, and make sure all your paperwork's good, you're gonna go into a classroom, or we went into a classroom, and pretty much just went over a couple PowerPoints. Took like 15-20 minutes of PowerPoints. Talked about the schedule for the day, what we're gonna be doing, how to report sexual harassment, consequences about lying, and we also filled out the medical history questionnaire, and that's just your whole medical history. It'll ask you, have you ever been to the emergency room, or have you ever had stitches? Have you ever had to stay overnight at the hospital? Stuff like that. And you do the tattoo questionnaire too, which is pretty easy stuff, pretty straightforward stuff. And at this time, we also took the breathalyzer test too. They just went down the road pretty much. Everybody took the breathalyzer. It was easy. It took like altogether it took like maybe like an hour or something like that. It went by quick. It was pretty easy. From there, we went to the next station, had our blood pressure drawn. And some people had to go back and do it again because they moved real quick to the station, and then by the time they sat down and got their blood pressure was up. from running upstairs and stuff like that. So that's something to think about too. Just take your time when you're going to get your blood pressure, so you don't have to go back and do it again. Don't rush, because it'll get your heart rate up. And that was, straightforward. Then we did the eye exam, which I thought we'd be seeing an optometrist or something like that, but it's just a room with a whole bunch of the little boxes, and you just look into them. It has all the the letters, just like you do a regular eye exam, but you look into the little box, and it has all the lines, all the letters, and they'll tell you to read them. Painless, simple. That took like 5 minutes. At this time, you'll probably also do your color blindness test, which is also easy. It's just numbers. You have to read the number, and it'll be mixed in with a bunch of colors. Pretty easy. You just look at it. Take a couple seconds, and don't rush through any of these tests either. Just take your time. Nobody's gonna rush you, but yeah, just look at the color test. Just stare at it. Your eyes will adjust. Easy piece of cake. Piece of cake. Some people said they did a test for depth perception too. Well, I didn't do that, so I don't have any info on that. After that, we went and did the hearing test, which was you just go sit in a little soundproof box, a little soundproof room. There was 5 other people in there too. There's curtains in there, so you go sit at your little station in the room, and you put on the headphones. You have a little trigger, and anytime you hear a beep, you hit the trigger. It's that easy. I actually had a friend who failed that test too. He had to go back to MEPS for a second time. So my advice on that is just when you're there, just close your eyes and just focus. Make sure you focus. Focus on hearing the sounds. Hit the button when you hear the sound. You'll be alright. You'll be fine. Nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about there either. Let's see. Easy test. After that, you'll probably, I don't know what this person's real title was, but we'll just call him an advisor, just a medical advisor, I guess. He'll look over all your paperwork that you just filled out in the room, all your medical records that you just, your questionnaire that you just filled out in the classroom. He'll go over that with you. If he has any questions about anything, he'll ask you about it. He'll look at your teeth. He said, "Show me your teeth." You just smile, show me your teeth, and he'll ask you about drug use too. A lot of the same stuff that's on the questionnaire. Do you smoke marijuana? Have you ever did crack cocaine? Methamphetamines, any stuff like that. He'll ask you all this stuff. So pretty easy. Pretty easy. Once again, I was in there for about 5 minutes. And after this, you go down the hall. Next step is going to be the mobility test. I'm sure you've all heard about, where they make you duck walk. They'll tell you to do your hands in all different types of positions. Touch your shoulders. Stand up. Stand up, squat down, walk, in a squat. Pretty easy. Just do what he says. You'll be fine. Absolutely nothing to worry about here either. It was painless. That took about 5 minutes. He'll also measure your weight and your height too. So easy. Once again, nothing to be worried about. And immediately after this, I went and saw the doctor to get the physical. And you hear horror stories about the physical too, but it wasn't bad. Just like any other physical you've been to, nothing to worry about at all. Same exact thing. Any other physical you've been to, male or female. Check your balls, all that stuff. Spread your butt cheeks. Painless. 5 minutes. And and that was it. Absolutely nothing to worry about. What was the next? Next station was we went, get your blood drawn. That's where, it's a good thing to eat breakfast in the morning too, because we did have some people that passed out after getting their blood drawn. And some people told me that can disqualify you from certain jobs. So yeah, once again, just make sure you try and get something to eat. If you see blood, you get sick or anything like that, just look away. It's not that bad. It's just a little prick in the arm, painless, over in 2 minutes. I mean, even if you're scared to get your blood drawn, scared of getting blood, just it's not that bad. Just don't look. Just look to your right, look to your left. Nurse will be over here. Just don't look. It's as easy as that, and you're done. That's it. Absolutely nothing to worry about. Next thing we did was went and did the pee test, and by this time, I want to say it was probably about 11 a.m. And a lot of the people had, like myself, had been holding their piss all day, just waiting for the pee test. So by the time we did that, I mean everybody's in line, jumping around, trying to hold their piss, and they're taking they're taking their time, getting everybody in there. Here they did us three at a time, so they take you into the bathroom. They have a bathroom specifically for administering the pee test. So you go in there, they give you cups, and they tell you to stand on a yellow line in front of three urinals side by side. Um, if you it is once again painless. He'll tell you what to do. Place the top of the cup here. Hold the cup here. When I tell you to go, go, and he'll stand off to the side. No big deal. Pee in the cup. Go turn it in. That's it. Absolutely nothing to worry about. And some people were having it would I guess the test, they also test for sugar and salt and things like that. So some of the recruiters were telling people to be mindful about drinking a whole lot of orange juice and eating bacon, stuff like that. So something to keep in mind too. But yeah, painless process. Um, what else did we do? And after, I guess that was, yeah, that at that point, yeah, that was the last test. The P test was the last thing that I did. So after that, we just go sit in the waiting room and just wait, wait for lunchtime pretty much, or wait until they call you. They have intercom systems. If they need you or something like that, they're gonna call you on the intercom, or they need all the people that are applying for Army or National Guard or something like that. They'll call you on the intercoms. So yeah, we just went and sat in the waiting room after that test. Waited for lunch. They gave us the meal tickets, and go to the cafeteria on base. Which I didn't think the food would be that good, but yeah, the food was pretty dope. Something something for everybody. And by that, 12 o'clock, rolled around. Everybody was hungry as shit. So, and it's set up like a damn buffet pretty much, man. They got like salad, just massive salad bar over here. We got pasta, spaghetti, all kinds of shit over here, and ribs. Every just a real big damn variety of food, and then sweets, all the drinks you need. It's all there, and they say you can get seconds, but most like I said, a lot of people there young, so we had people. One cat had spaghetti, went and got some pizza put on top of that, went and made like a fucking deli sandwich, and then like a bowl of salad over here. He's got like fucking like two drinks. He's got like a soda, water. Just went fucking crazy. So don't do that shit, cause it's a lunchroom on base. So I mean it's gonna be a lot of soldiers in there too, and I mean quite frankly you don't want to look like an asshole pretty much. So don't be that guy. So like I said, you can go get seconds too. So just get a little bit. Start with. Just don't go fucking crazy pretty much. Just get you something to eat. If you want some more, go get some more, cause you can get seconds. Easy as that. And that's it. Lunch was we had about an hour break for lunch, I want to say. So we got back to the waiting room around 1, and just chilling, waiting for the next briefing. So next brief comes around. At this time, they sent me back to my counselor. They look over paperwork one last time. You sign some more papers. They're gonna go over your contract with you, your MOS. I imagine this is where you'll get your MOS too, and your ship date. I already knew what my MOS was. I already knew what my ship date was gonna be. But yeah, I guess that would be the first time that you would, if you didn't already know, is where you would find out what your MOS is, what your ship date is gonna be. when you go see that the counselor for the last time. And then once you finish up there, he's gonna send you downstairs. You're gonna get all your fingerprints, all 10 fingers. Army signs everything with a fingerprint. So that's very important. It takes took 5 minutes to get all your fingerprints and get all your fingerprints in the system. That's it. Go see one more. This guy is just like a general counselor, I guess. You go see him. He's gonna ask you pretty much all the same shit you've been answering all day. He's gonna make you look over all your papers, make sure everything, your contract's right. You like your MOS, make sure all your info is correct. He's gonna ask you, if anybody lied to you, if your recruiter misled you, anything like that. Once again, easy. He's also gonna take a picture of you for your permanent record, I imagine. You take a picture, sign a couple of papers with your fingerprint, and that's it, and done. That was the last thing I did. Saw that last counselor, and then go sit in the waiting room pretty much. And then probably about 30 minutes went by. They called me on the intercom. They called a bunch of names, people that were ready to go get sworn in. They had been swearing people in all day because not everybody's going to be on the same schedule up there at MEPS too. They're going to have, people are going to be there for different things. Like we had one guy that was there just to get a medical. Well, another guy was there only to do a hearing test and swear in. So they're going to be swearing people in all day. But at that particular time where they swore me in, there were probably about 8 other people. Go into the little ceremony room, raise your right hand, repeat after me, and that was it. That was the end of the day at MEPS. So all in all, it probably took about 8 hours. And I mean, it was easy, man. I like to go look online, research things. And I heard all the horror stories, so I was definitely nervous going into MEPS. You're gonna be nervous about not making it through or messing up or something like that. I mean, it's nothing to worry about. The people that are working there, I mean, they do that every day. They're professional, I mean, any questions you have, just ask somebody, But the whole process was streamlined. I mean, it was as easy as that, and it was. Looking at it, I mean, I was definitely nervous going there, but looking at it, it's absolutely nothing to worry about. If you're nervous, don't be nervous. It's nothing to worry about at all. It's just, it's gonna take about 2 days of your time, travel, get there, do all that, but it's not that bad. Absolutely nothing to stress about, Another thing too. I mean, once you get there, just be respectful to all the staff. The whole time I was there, yes sir, no sir. You're gonna see a lot of people from all the different branches. You're gonna see some officers. The last person that actually swore us in was a captain. So just show all those people respect. Be mindful. Especially don't do any stupid shit at MEPS. Because there was a situation that some kid did something real fucking stupid while we were there. We got to come see the the MPs come snatch him up. So yeah, just don't be a dumbass. I mean, they don't have no problem kicking your ass out. They don't, they're not gonna give a shit if you do something stupid and they kick you out. Nobody's gonna care. You're gonna get kicked out, and that's the end of it. And yeah, I mean that's it. Just nothing to stress about at all. But that was my experience at MEPS. If you have any questions, you can just message me, email me. I'll try and answer the questions as best I can. I just started this process, so I'm learning too. I actually have my first drill this weekend with the National Guard. So yeah, just ask me any questions if you have any, and hopefully, I'll just keep making these little videos to kind of help people out that are in the same situation as me.